I would like to say one thing before you leave. The last time I checked, the gospel is the good news, and it must mean something. Like I said, I'm in the laugh business. That's my gift. That's what God gave me at birth. Your gift is the thing you do the absolute best, with the least amount of effort. It's my God-given gift, and all it takes is telling you something that would enrich your life. Look at how I got here, into this type of life that I'm living right now. And He is still not done with me, just like He is still not done with you. Look, God is not done with you. So for that reason, that's the reason you keep waking up, because it is a sure sign from God that He is not done with you, because He wakes you up every morning. And while you are still taking breaths, God will allow you to rest. This means that He has something more. He hasn't been able to give it to you yet, for whatever the reason is. I'm here to aid you in finding that out much faster. Let me say this, something that I have learned that made a difference in my life. I am going to do my best to assist you. I was reading a book one time. There was also a quote that I found in the book, attributed to the famous scientist Albert Einstein. He said, "Everything in life can be imaged. This is what will happen next." Consider it. It is really true in every sense, because everything that you look around in this world originated from an idea in someone's mind. Everything. Someone was having a conversation while using a corded telephone and attempted to stroll outside, but as it turned out, the intention did not progress any further. Then, there were people who wanted the phone to be more portable and easy to use. Imagine trying to get something from your car while on the phone. Nowadays, everyone carries their own mobile phone. The concept was invented by someone. Everything was thought up by someone. Walking eventually got boring for some. Cycling got boring for some. Then there was flying, which was clearly going to be something new. Most of us have been up in a plane once or twice. If your imagination is the evidence of things not seen, why is it called the evidence of things not seen? Because the only person able to visualize such things is you. So the next time someone asks what you've been working on, everything that you've imagined is magic. Such as in Genesis, when God is providing humans with wondrous dreams to zealous hope for, the Bible states that imagery you use while imagining is God's tool of previewing. Why is it that you picture yourself owning a second abode? The reason being is quite simple, that dream is God's slice of ambition for you. Now, why is it that you daydream of working an entirely different job and shifting into a managerial role, is the question. Because it's part of His grand vision. Why is it that you are able to envision yourself being an entrepreneur in the future? Isn't that slightly unrealistic? The dreams God possesses for you are indeed boundless, and thanks to Him you have the vision and the imagination to go with it. But there is one flaw you have while dreaming, which is telling the wrong audience of your cherished imagination. That's the most biggest flaw of human imagination. If you tell a person with a narrow mindset about your expansive dreams, the chances of it being cut down are endless. Think of it like this. How frequently in the past have you thought of a brilliant idea only to have it rejected after sharing with your close ones? They don't likely because they lacked the capacity to visualize such broad ideas. But He didn't give them to visualize. It was for you to create new perspectives. It was your rocket fuel. Everything I have told you, everything you have envisioned, begin taking action towards it. This is what God truly has in store for you. You can only encounter a part of your actual life inside your mind. I'm here to explain to you this. It seems like you think this is a coincidence that I've come here? No, not to me, because when I turned 10, He cooked that up in my mind. At the age of 10, He told me specifically that, "Yo, you are going to be on the television in the future. That's our default aim." It's a great start. The task in 6th grade was to get a sheet of paper and a pencil with it. Write your name on one side and your dream on the other side. I jotted down, I want to go on television. The head-scratching part in it all is the sex to which I am married desperately I wish to be. For years I suffered from this nonsensical stuttering issue. I could never make it outdoors and speak. For a long time I've stuttered. I dropped out of class. This would be number 3 in terms of marriage. I've almost within the last century lost every possession I had on 2 occasions. I was displaced and underwent a great journey of sleeping in my car for almost 3 years. But there is one wish I had when I do want to note, however, this is the only thing I can ever say about myself. The instructor instructed us to stand up. When she read mine there, she saved mine to the last. Well, she starts and says, "Steve, come into the space." I assumed that I was awarded a gold star, but I assumed wrong. According to her, she said, "What's this on your paper for?" Here you are in this school, your family, or in this neighborhood ever been on television? I was just stuttering, completely outdone and frozen. Every Christmas, I take flat-screen television sets to her. I do not want her to miss even a single episode of me, because she has to understand what we achieve through God's help. For her to be able to see, it was not meant for her to see. It was conveyed to me by the Lord in my vision. Standing alone in a TV late show, after years of being on the streets, dropping out of school, and losing everything, turn on your TV. That little boy with a speech impediment is everywhere on TV. All I did was stay with that idea. I will always write that it is a working reality. I do not believe it always, but I accept it because my mama's Sunday school teacher said, God did not bring you up to this point only to abandon you. Why do you think he keeps waking you up? 'Cause he's got more. He has got some things planned for you, but there is something he wants from you, your faith. He just needs you to call on him, dust off your imagination, and go for it. You have a choice in this matter. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% what you do about it. Somebody's going to pass away, get fired, or face hardship. That's life. But what are you going to do about it? Trust God, open your imagination, and pursue it with everything you've got. Watch what he does for you. Thanks, y'all.